Hey guys, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, coming to you live from Brisbane, Australia. And I gotta tell you, things are pretty damn fucked. Hello, Blueshirt Buddah. Hello, everyone. Blueshirt Buddah, live with the Pontiff. Guys, I gotta tell you, the situation is getting very bad. I haven't had a paid review request in the last 3 or 4 days. Now, I've still got a few I'm churning out. I'm just catching up. But it's pretty damn mean. It's mean. It's mean. It's very, very mean. And I gotta tell you, even my ratings are down because a lot of people watch my videos. Where do they watch them? At work. That's right. So if they're staying home, they got other things to do with their time. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, and I gotta tell you, man, it's nasty shit. It's very, very nasty shit. And I gotta be honest with you, it's very, very, very hard. It's not being contained in Australia, it's getting effort. It's getting worse. Yeah, it's getting worse. It's getting a lot worse, guys. It's getting very bad. I've been Tanzeel. Speak of the devil. Tanzeel. It's Thursday night live with the Pontiff, Blueshirt Buddah. $5. Thank you. Thank you. John Reardon, understand, just uploaded it also to my main channel, Archieluxury. He's a cool guy. Really lovely guy in the Patek world. What am I wearing today? 5196. That's right, 5196. And I absolutely love it. I love this watch. It's just quintessential dress watch. I've got to tell you guys, it's really, really hard what is happening, man. It is hard, okay? There is nothing good is coming at the moment. It's vicious. I can't lie to you and say, hey man, it's all cool, yeah. No, this is a very serious problem. People aren't treating it serious enough. We're going to have in Australia, people aren't treating it serious enough. It's going to go like Italy. You've seen the things from Italy. It's devastating. So I got to be honest with you. I honestly am scared. I'm scared. Of course I am. The money's dried up. I still got bills to pay. I got an internet service I need to pay for. I got mobile phone. Just as well the Civic's paid off, but I got monthly insurance I got to pay. I gotta be honest with you, it's very, very hard. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very Tanzeel, man. Tanzeel. Rolex, Paddock and Pussy. Sheeeter! Free zone! Fist fuckers! Relax! Relax! Panic and pussy! Sheeeter! Free zone! Fist fuckers! Tanzeel is the man. I would love to talk to Tanzeel. I just love to talk paddock and pussy with him. Paddocks. I'd like to talk about Paddock Philippe's. I love my 5196. In some ways there, I'm actually pleased the sale fell through. I actually sold a couple of my Louis Vuitton briefcases. A couple of those sold. Yes, they did. They sold. Sad to see him go, but I needed the money. I needed to pay some bills. Okay? So, exactly. Yankee Doodle, $5. The government giving everyone $1,200 is like pissing on a fire. 100%, man. It's fucked. I mean, seriously. Do you know what the rents are in San Fran or Southern California or New York? New York is being devastated at the moment. Zombie apocalypse. And by the way, you know, one of the New York hospitals sold 300 respirators in November last year. We didn't think we would need them. What? They sold them to China. What? Disaster. And I gotta tell you, man, I think Trump is trying his best. I've actually got a lot of respect for him. I know it's politics. People don't like politics. Actually, ScoMo, my Prime Minister in Australia, I think he's actually doing a reasonable job. Besides the fact they're not helping the middle class, he's doing a reason. Tanzeel! Hello, Tan. Tan? Hello, Tan.
How you doing?
Hey, man, it's fantastic to have you on the show. It is really fantastic. I got the dog trainer as well.
Dog trainer. The dog trainer.
The dog trainer. That's the one there. Car fund, $2. What watch would you buy with $1,200 government money? Whew. I reckon, you know, I probably, if you're going to buy something, I reckon a Tudor Hydronaut would be a good buy.
$1,200? How about an Oris?
I'd rather get the Tudor Hydronaut, you know, engineered very.
Shitter-free zone, guys. $1,200. You can't buy anything good with $1,200.
No, you can't.
Paleo Seaforth.
Tanzeel, I'm sorry.
Clyde wasn't here to man the petting zoo, so.
Yankee Doodle, $2.
Thank God you're here.
Imagine Hillary in charge now. Fuck me dead. 100%. Tan, I want to just say to you, thank you, Tan. You are the man. You are the whole reason I went paddock. You know, I don't know if you know this, Tan.
Gotta put you on.
I heard you're having buyer's remorse on the 706.
Sorry?
I heard you're having buyer's remorse on the 606.
No buyer's remorse at all. All I said was, if I could sell it, the money would be handy. But I'm not selling it. I've already been offered low money on it, and I said, get fucked. I'd rather die with it on my wrist.
You could have offered Don Haynes low money for his Blancpain.
I don't want to. I'm not buying anything at the moment. These are very serious times. Let me tell you this. The whole reason I'm in the paddock is because you came on my show and we were talking. I got to tell you, I know I quit. It's like the girl at school you tease who you really want to fuck. I said to you, no, I don't like an Italian dial. Don't like white gold. That 5035 you had was beautiful.
You know what's funny? From that video that you did, a couple of my like real life friends saw it and whatnot. So they started using like terms from that video where you start calling me like the Zeal. So like I walk around, I'll walk around like work or whatever, and they'll start referring to me from that video, and I'm like really
Car fund $2. Want to know Tan's thought if AC3 goes Lange? How would you feel about that?
I think it's fine. I think Lange is a good watch. I think if you buy it right, it would definitely be a good piece to get. You just got to buy it right. I think you know, those watches definitely depreciate a lot.
Smoke Eater,
Like
$2. Trump make USA #1 in world infections. Awesome. No, it's not
Yeah,
Trump's
he
fault.
did that single-handedly, right?
I gotta tell you, Tan the man, I'm very loyal to Paddock because I got all the Paddock books. You know John Reardon. You know who John Reardon
not only
is?
that, didn't Lange like fuck you by giving you one of those small books when you went into the boutique?
Actually,
Yeah,
I went into the saloon in Sydney. And they poured me a scotch. I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, all is forgiven with Lange. Okay. I've even started doubting my grandfather's stories of torture in World War II.
Well, you know what's fucked is, like, you know, usually when you go into a Louis Vuitton store and you mention Archiluxury, you usually get booted out. But given the state of the economy these days, you know, we've dropped the name a couple of times and we've been allowed to continue shopping there. So
let me tell you this: I'm not going to go Lange. I love my Paddocks. You know John Reardon? He wrote Patek Philippe in America. $20! Malik Diamond, $20. Archie, we need to talk more about Explorer 2 16570. Do I get the 3185 or the 3186 movement? Holes case, no holes, engraved ring versus none. Help me. Look, I tell you honestly, any Explorer 2 is cool. The best, I think, is the 3186, which would, of course, be Luminova, no holes case, solid end link. That is the last of the series. What do you think, guys? You'd have Tan. You recently bought an Explorer 2, didn't you?
I did. I have a 216570, but I used to have a 16570. I had the holes case, but solid end link. So it was kind of that last model where they had the holes case, and that was a really special one. It was a 3185 movement, though, in mine.
But the 3186 is like 5,000 more.
Yeah, they're a lot more rare.
Well, I got to be honest with you. Honestly, if I was buying an Explorer now, as a watch to wear, not to hoard and collect, I'd actually get the 42 mil. I think it's a far better watch. I like the bracelet, is so cool. I love the orange hand. It just pops.
I watched the Goldberg video recently where apparently Austin Daniels said if anybody gave him an Explorer 2, he would just give it back.
If it was a 40 millimeter, right? A 16570.
No, he likes them. He's a bit
42.
Yeah, he's talking about the 42. Correct. I gotta tell you, I think the 42. If I was to replace mine now, I'd get the 42. Okay.
I think you made a video. You made a video where you said like at one point in time it was only a couple of grand more in Australia for the 42 versus the 40, anyways.
Yes. Correct. Tan, I want to ask you, how is the Porsche going? Quickly, 911, how's it going?
Well, I live in Canada, right? So it's not warm enough yet to get the tires out in the street, but I just ordered a new set of Michelin PS4S tires.
Woody, New Yorker, $2. Captain Shitter or Fight Corona? Captain Shitter to fight. I'm going to dress up next week. I will do that next week. Tan, the man, I wanted to ask you, the 911, you've still got it? You love it, don't you?
Absolutely.
Now, you've got the 5196 in white gold. Is there a second Patek coming? Come on, man.
I've been looking for a 3940, actually. There's been one guy who posted it.
Do you regret selling your 5035?
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that today. Like, I definitely enjoyed that watch a lot. I think I'm ready for a grand complication. So,
you know what I don't understand is when I had the 5035 last time I sold, you think, oh, it's a bit small. When you sell it, then you miss all the good things. I love that big second hand. I love the quirkiness of it. Like, it's a quirky watch. No moon phase. It's kind of the first. You really miss it.
Not only that, the complication is so useful, right? Like, you literally have to change it like once a year. It's so useful.
Oh, okay, this points out the very obvious question. What is a dumber move? New York City selling 300 respirators, ventilators, or Archie selling 3 red Submariners?
Tough one.
Yeah, you know that story about New York City, don't you, Clive?
No.
They sold those respirators. What a fuck! It's to China. You know this, don't you?
Huh. I hadn't heard that, but nothing surprised me.
In November last year. I got to tell you, Tad, so you're looking at a 3940
Yeah, it's either I'm gonna do a 3940 this year or a AP
white gold?
15500. 3940, I'd probably go yellow gold, personally.
Okay. Have you been looking at European watches? They've had a few interesting.
They're a little overpriced sometimes, man. I've checked them out a couple of times. I don't know how much they do.
The quality's
Like,
good, but
yeah, like I tried selling the 5035 to those guys, and they just
Low
weren't
ball.
going to play ball. Yeah, they weren't going to play ball at all.
what do they offer
Yeah.
you?
I don't remember. It must have been like probably 12 or something. Something ridiculous.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
joking.
And this is exactly when that auction happened in Europe, where someone got like something like 30,000, or I don't remember. It was something crazy for that watch. And then I sent it to them. I said, "Here's the video. Look, this watch is in demand." And they're still lowballing me. So I said, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah, I found the same thing. They offered low money when I contacted them, and then they keep following up. Have you changed your mind? I said, hey man, I lost all my money in the share market crash. I'm not looking at doing anything.
Well, and this is kind of everything's on the super chat.
Tommy, sorry, sound effect. Sound effect. Okay.
No. No.
Tommy D, $10. They say it's not good to meet your heroes. Tan the man sounds like a perfectly normal man, and here I've been for the last 6 months hearing his super chats read as Shelley winners.
I don't know what
Interesting.
that means, but
I
mean, the thing about prices these days is, like, we were talking about this a couple of times, was all these like WhatsApp groups between dealers where they're controlling prices, and so that's kind of the problem. You ping one dealer and you say, "Well, I want to sell my
Tad, I
50,
loved
35."
your comment the other day where you said, have a look at how many pandas are for sale, have a look how many Hulks, and have a look at how many Calatravas. That's a very good point.
Mackenzie and I were looking at this morning, where I've been tracking the ceramic sub no date, and I think it was 8150 on Watch Recon a few days ago, and now it's down to like
7,500.
7,500. Like, the prices are going. I think, Mackenzie, what did you look up this morning? Daytona, I think.
Yeah, white ceramic.
And what's that price down to now?
It's down to like 21, 22.
Like, there's enough supply out there, and I think it's really going to be the dealers that are going to start. They're going to need cash. They can't hold on to all this inventory, at least not the smaller dealers. So the price is going to start to go down, and I think that's when the collectors are going to see, oh shit, prices are going down on my piece. I want to cash out, and that's really going to cause a bit of a run on the price.
Interesting. How far away do you think prices are going to, how bad are they going to fall? Tell me this. I told you in Australia there was a dealer who was offered a ceramic sub date, okay, and he turned it down. He was offered it a couple thousand, 2,000 less than retail, okay.
Well, I think dealers already, for instance, starting to discount. They're just using it under the guise of sales. For instance, if you go to Delray Watches and use the coupon code Archie can suck Fed's big brown cock, you can get 10% off. The watch, not the cock.
I see. Interesting.
I've been talking to Don about how many lowballers. So apparently Don said if you buy his Blancpain, he'll also give you his Facebook group with the purchase. So if you want to own the Blancpain Appreciation Owners Club on Facebook, ping Don Haynes for that watch.
Why does he want to sell? That's a great watch. Why does he want to sell?
So he wants an Explorer 2. He wants to get out of the Blancpain and buy a Explorer 2.
It's not the right time, man.
No, not the right time at all.
He had the black ceramic GMT. That was much better than that would have been a better watch to keep. He got his timing wrong, I think.
Or to flip for a profit, and either way.
I got to tell you, can see this picture on the screen, Tan.
Yeah, you have all the books from every year and whatnot. I usually you have the big catalog ones.
I don't have every year, okay? I don't, because these are hard to get. Did you know in the early 2000s they also had a big book?
Yeah, I actually have one. I had one for
Yeah.
when the 5035 came out, so I have it in the catalog.
It's
I
amazing.
picked that up on eBay.
Yeah, yeah. They're getting harder to get now. And I also bought the Mondani. You know the Mondani set of paddock
Yeah,
books?
those are pricey, man.
And do you have the big? So I see the Patek Philippe, like the white box you have. So do you have the big display book, the one Nick Folks wrote? Is that what that's from?
Yes, that's
right.
That's
I have
right.
that. I have that on my coffee table. It's a beautiful book.
Yes. Smoke Eater, $10. $10 to ban Tom Magnum.
Hey, $10 to ban me. $10 to ban me. Come on, guys.
Who's Tom Magnum? I don't know.
Fuck, what's this economy come to, Clyde? If it's $10 to ban you,
I'll go down to $5, and that's my final offer.
Okay, who's Tom Magnum? I don't know who Tom Magnum is. If you tell me who he is, I'll ban him. $10 is $10. I gotta tell you, Tan, the man, it's great to have you on. It's a great honor to have you back on here.
I was thinking Jen, but he was busy, so.
You know, John Reardon is sending me his paddock in America. He's sending me a copy. What a cool guy.
We were hoping you were going to send us Luxury to Last autographs for Christmas, but we never got it.
I gotta tell you, that paddock in America, I've been wanting to buy that, but it's bloody $300. It's expensive. You know? But, hey, my favorite, tell me this, guys. Tan, when are you getting another, when paddock?
Tan, the man, Bagnanza.
Oh, Smokey, he is on chat. Who's Tom Magnum? I don't know who Tom Magnum is. $5. Rolex 16613. That's the two-tone with two-tone clasp, 8,000. Is that about the money? No box, no papers. And is it worth a $500 savings to go with a non-two-tone clasp? I personally want the two-tone clasp. He's talking about the gold in the clasp.
I have this one. If somebody wants to buy my no gold through the clasp, 16613 full set, 2000 model U series, you know how to get a hold of me.
It's 2000. Yours is 2000.
Yes, mine's a 2000.
That must be the last of the last.
Must be. See, it's got extra value. And I think I feel like I see a hint of purple just starting there, just so you know. I would take 7,500 for mine.
Wait, are you looking at your watch?
I am.
Oh, thank God.
Clydesy! How are you, Clyde?
Oh, not too bad. I waited until you and Tanzil came on so I'd have someone intelligent to talk to.
Wait, are you saying that Mackenzie doesn't qualify? Is that what you just said?
He does.
He's got an MBA. He's got an MBA.
So funny when Archie called Mackenzie a good boy, like he's 12 years old.
He's the we are Cardinals and he's the altar boy.
That's cool. Hey, I gotta tell you, Tan the man, what are you, so you've still got all your stuff. You got the Hulk?
Yep.
You got
the Hulk HS, yep, 5196, Hulk HS2,
Panerai,
Reverso, Panerai, all that jazz.
Panerai.
Did you know that I have actually, Tan, put my blue strap from Combat Straps on the yellow gold. I've put it on my yellow gold 5196. It looks like a rich man's bluesy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a midnight blue alligator from Aaron. I wanted to get one directly from Paddock, but it's really not that easy to find, and having it ordered is just a bitch. So yeah,
look at this. How does that look?
Is that
how does
midnight
that
blue?
look? You know,
Yeah, it looks great.
I've actually. How does that look? I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? What do you think? Look at that.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I think it looks great.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised you were going to sell this watch. I heard you had this one. I know you sold the 5296, but I was a little surprised you were trying to sell this one.
I sold the 5296 to buy the 6006, right? But I sold this one here to feed my family in this pandemic. And,
sure you did.
okay. No, I was going to reduce. I owe a bit of money. Okay, I'm not that well off. I still owe I owe the guy with the 5196 a couple thousand US. I owe Dave some money. I owe my old man some money. I got a few people I owe some. I was going to clear up the debts.
Oh,
and keep...
Archie, can you put the camera on yourself while you're telling us this? Because I want to see if your horns actually grow while you're saying this.
I am brokest pocus. I've got to pay my old man $1,000. I owe Dave. Actually, I owe Dave quite a lot because he helped me get the 6006. I had to chip in a couple thousand. I owe the 5196 guy 3.5, 4,000 US. Man, I am brokest pocus. Brokest pocus. I'm serious. It's fucked. But the fact that the fact that things are so bad, I'd keep the 5-1. I got to tell you, I really love it, Tan. Do you love the white gold one, Tan?
I do. I think the white gold is perfect. I mean, yeah, it's great, obviously, with a suit, but it's something with that metal. You can, wear it with a polo, and it looks good. Like it's
I got to tell you, I even prefer the white gold to the platinum one.
That's a tough one. So we have Clyde and I have a mutual friend in Arizona who has a beautiful platinum 5196 I've seen, and it's great.
Why can't I line this up? Sorry, guys. Batman's going. Batman's getting stupid.
Now, speaking of Batman, Tan, what would you rather have, a Batman or a 5196? Seriously.
So I actually had this dilemma. It wasn't a Batman, but someone offered to trade a Pepsi for my 5196, and I turned it down. Like monetarily, it was close. It was just like I looked at it. I'm like, well, I got a photorology piece that is, very, it's not that common versus a Pepsi, which I do like, but I just don't think for the money, I'm not going to buy the hype. Is basically what it is. I like the Pepsi, but to me, the 5196 was a special watch.
What did you pay for your 5196?
I think it was around like 14 something, 14.
Fuck, that's cheap.
15.
I paid 13.5.
It wasn't that much.
I remember you getting a really good deal on that one.
Yeah.
Was it box papers?
Oh yeah, the watch literally has a sticker still on it. It was purchased by a doctor who.
What?
Doctor.
Yeah, but it was purchased by a doctor who wanted to just get rid of it, and he sold. Jin was trying to lowball this guy for like 16,000 Canadian or something.
You double teamed him?
No, the guy ended up selling it to somebody else, and then Jin didn't get the watch.
Jim softened him up, and then
I offered to give him a good deal on the watch, but he didn't come through on buying it. So,
well, Mark, husband and wife teams do make effective negotiators.
I'm just bitter because coronavirus hit right as Tan was, a mere 40 minutes from me, and then you fled the country while the border was still open.
I was at the Aurora outlets, and it was a fucking ghost town.
Yeah, you were here. You were here at crunch time. It was crunch time.
Yeah, I was literally in my family lives in Naperville, and I was literally like indoors for like an entire week. It was fucked.
Tan, tell me this. Are you going to get another paddock? Could you possibly die with just one paddock?
I think I have to have at least one in the collection at all times.
I think you need two.
You ideally want two. At a minimum, but I think at a bare minimum you should at least have one. Did you sell the annual calendar during the last recession? Was it like 2008, 2009, or was it after that?
No. I got it in 2012 for my 40th because I was born in 72, and I sold it 18 months later because my wife had a car accident, and I wanted to buy a grand piano.
I was interested to know, what you thought of what's going to happen. Obviously, we know all the info.
But I bought it back. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know you bought it from the same guy in Singapore, but
no. That was actually an Australian. I bought it for a guy in Melbourne. I sold the 5107 to Singapore.
I see. Okay.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just saying, I wonder what's going to happen to the complications and the grand complications that are already, in a down in the boom market right now.
Let me tell you, there was a 5270 in Australia, a 5270G.
Yes, that's exactly.
A 5270G was 159 Aussie. It sold in a day. It was listed on Monday.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's more like the more common stuff, 5170, you could chronograph, in a yellow gold, right? Something that's not like already a little low on price right now.
There's
like,
already
what
one for
can
sale
happen?
at European Watches.
Is that the one in Brisbane?
No, European in
Oh,
Boston,
the one in Boston.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, fuck those guys, man.
You don't like it?
Fuck those guys. They have good stock. Don't get me wrong. I just think that they're a little
Great
crazy.
pieces.
Yeah.
You don't like their prices?
Well, I'd want to know what's going on in fucking Oklahoma. Like the prices are already low in Oklahoma, let alone what a recession is going to do there.
Well, have a look. See, look, they got a 6,000 for 19.5. That's not terrible.
Most of the authorized dealers in Oklahoma double as funeral
Look at this.
parlors, though.
They got a okay. That's a.
I think it's still a bit early. It's people are going to have to know. It's here in the Flavor States. It's just starting. We haven't hit. We haven't even got our first full taste. We've only had like 5 or 6 deaths. We've only got like 15 cases in Oklahoma County. Then again, we only have 15 testing kits, so that's probably not.
Like, what's the price of that 5711? Was like 60 something. Like, you can get that for like 55 right now.
64.
They're not selling it. They're not selling a fucking 55 right now on the
the
secondary.
Yeah, his prices are crazy. Okay.
Whose prices?
Look, this is a European watch company. He's got a 5270. Look at that 159. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. It's a platinum one. One sold in Australia. Okay, it was white gold. It wasn't salmon. It was a white dial. I know what it sold for. I sold for about 145 Aussie. I mean, and our currency is 40% less than the US.
Wow.
Oh, it's taking forever. It's what one does.
Roulette! Roulette! Roulette!
Big Nazi.
Roulette! Thomas Burdett, £2. Sanitizer! Sanitizer. He's got a nice 5140. Do you like that? It's a bit expensive. 50 grand, 47,000.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit much.
Do you like the 39 with the Romans? The 3940 with the
I
Romans?
don't mind it. I don't mind it with the Romans. I guys kind of want a more traditional. That's why I want the yellow gold. I think that's the watch you should get in yellow gold. Is a perpetual.
Yeah, he's got a 5056. That's a beautiful watch. Look at that. That's platinum with the moon phase. I've actually handled one of these. 30 grand. Here we go. Look at this. 37 for a 3940. Is that terrible?
Let me see it. I think you can get a couple of grand lower. I think 37 is just a bit on the high end. If I can get one of those like in the low 30s to high 20s, like, which is pretty hard to get, but if I could, I'd probably pull the trigger on one of them.
Here's an ellipse. Look at this. This is cheap. 5,500. That's cheap, isn't it?
It's an ellipse. You shouldn't be staring at an ellipse for too long. It'll damage your retinas.
Remember when
Yeah.
Trump looked?
30
Remember
million
when
colors.
Trump looked directly at the eclipse? He was like, "Yeah, big deal."
I'm trying to send a message.
He's got a 6,000 for 23,000. That's
Big
that's
Nanza.
Big Nanza. Car phone, $5. Mark, will trade you multiple hand sanitizer and toilet paper for your bluesy. Ha ha.
So, well, for a certain amount of hand service, we could talk. As partial payment.
There we go. How's the dog
No,
training
okay, Mark.
business?
Now, Mark, what if does it actually have to be hand, or what if someone has hooves? Well, still same terms. I mean,
Yeah, it's not the same because then you got to worry about hoof and mouth disease.
And finishing.
Yeah. Mm.
Wait, he has no friends. Right.
Mm.
Mhm.
Guys, I got to tell you, it's very, very serious. Tan the man, it's an honor to have you on. You're very hard to get on these days. What's going on, Tan?
I pinged Jin to come on, but he's on some kind of a call. I'm like, what fucking call are you on at 8:30 at night, man?
No,
Right?
Archie, what's harder, getting Tan on or getting Mark off?
That's a good question.
I love Mark. We can't get rid of Mark.
No, I don't think that's exactly what Clyde meant. But thank you for the thank you for the thought. I haven't worn this watch in forever. I've been basically ever since it was discontinued and doubled in price. I haven't worn it, so I'm gonna start wearing it because I think scratches are the new patina, guys. Scratches are the new patina.
Tan, can I ask you something? How do you find having the manual wine paddock compared to an automatic?
Dun, 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 dun. Big man.
Mr. C, $2. Archie sweat is the strongest sanitizer on earth.
What if you could bottle up your urine and sell it for its antibiotic properties? Because urine is sterile.
Actually, urine is also ammonium. You know that? You used to be
I
able
do know.
to clean
The Romans.
wool.
The Romans.
They used to use it to get the oil off sheep's floss.
Yeah,
Did
the
you know that?
Romans. Well, welcome to Australia, where men are men and sheep are nervous. You know a lot about sheep, I'm sure. But
Yes.
the Romans used to use urine as a component in laundry soap, and they used to buy it from the public toilets.
Oh, gentlemen, we're past the half-hour point.
We need money.
We need money.
We do.
You're asking about the manual wine piece. That 5196 is probably the smoothest manual wine you'll ever see. I think I've dealt with a lot of manual wine watches, and they're just fucking butter smooth.
Listen, speaking.
Lee in New York at $2. A3, has your job given you sick leave for C virus?
You don't have a job. What
I
job?
don't have a job. No. But at least now I don't have to pretend I'm looking.
Tan, speaking of smooth, do you think you could get Jin on?
I don't know. I tried, man. He's
He's
just
on a
saying he's
call.
on some call. Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
baloney.
to Tan, I wanted to ask you, you don't regret having the manual wine 5196 compared to the automatic? Like, the automatic is amazing. It's like a
It
fishing
is.
line,
The
you know?
Yeah, but the 215 movement is fucking accurate as shit. It's smooth winding. The only thing I miss is obviously the big fuck off rotor on
Yes.
the like on a 324 or a 315 movement. Like,
Yeah.
and I love the micro rotor on the 240, but like I've
Rooted
seen that like
rotor.
big gold is excellent.
Now,
Guys,
Mark,
I'm going to... Sorry?
Mark, we can't have Tanzil. I mean, we can't have Vincentier on at the same time as Mackenzie with you, or otherwise she's going to have to go back and retitle this To Catch a Predator.
Here we go. Ant G, $2. Tan, thoughts on the 5227R? That's the officer's case back.
So
Calatrava.
Yeah. Archie and I have a bit of a difference on this. So Archie feels that the case back, the officer's case back, is flimsy or could break. I don't know. I asked that question at a paddock dealer, and I said, "Look, how many of these have you actually seen come back with that problem?" And they said they haven't seen any. Whether they're lying or whatnot is whatever. But I think that case back is amazing. Really
it is
well
an amazing
done.
watch. Actually, I must admit, I'm starting to change my tune.
But Archie, I think the one problem with that, and Jin actually brought this up, was if you see the movement in the 5127 and the 5227 are the same, at least in the later models of the 5127. So there's a lot more space.
I own a
that dial.
5127. I own a 5127.
Right. So did you have a 315 or a 324 5127?
Actually, a 315.
Okay, so
the lower B.
Sure. So size wise, it was a 37 mil watch. And then they make the size into a 39 mil, but to keep the movements the same. Yes. And the problem is that the date spacing is all fucked up because there's a lot more dial now. And really that's where it's off. So I think that the 5127 and the 5107 were better from a space perspective.
Here we go, Mr. C, $2. Archie's urine is the strongest sanitizer on earth. I got to tell you, I think the 5227 is beautiful. Look. I didn't think I would like the 6006 because it's 39 mils as well. It's the biggest Calatrava as well as the 5227, but I actually get it. I do get it. I do. Yankee Doodle, $5. $5. I was considering the 5196, but it wears big and feels flimsy. Unlike the Lange 1815 or Saxonia, feels like a serious machine. Look, the thing is, I would tend to say the 5196 is a flawed watch. It also is the 215 movement is for a 33 mil watch.
That's right.
Okay?
It is.
Okay, and that's why it doesn't have a display back, because it's got a massive spacer. Okay? But it is the benchmark. It is what everything is compared to. Like it or leave it, the paddock is the benchmark. The Langes, I got to tell you, my friend Dave has got a Lange 1815 in platinum. They are amazing value. He bought it, listen to this, he bought it for under 10 US from a dealer. Platinum Lange 1815, no box or papers, under 10. He actually paid, I think he paid about 15 Aussie for it.
I'll throw in one more, and I know this isn't a good value watch or what have you, but I think it's a beautiful looking watch. Is the VC Patrimony Traditional? I think is a very, very well balanced and well.
You know, they're 40 mils. A lot of those new Patrimonies are 40 mils.
They are. I think that's where people are going to be able to satisfy their craving of a larger watch, but with a dial that's symmetrical, and what have you. But the 5196 does wear big. I mean, it says 37 mil, but realistically, it probably wears like a 39.
Actually, I got to tell you, you know, I had the 5196 and I had the 5296 at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The 5296 is 30. Exactly. The 5296 is 38 mil. I couldn't tell the size difference between the 5196 and the 5296. They both use 21 mil strap.
I think the only difference is the bezel, right? Because I think the 5296 kind of like a flatter. It reminded me more of the 5107.
Exactly.
Than anything, which I figured is why you like that watch so much. Is it probably reminds you a lot more of the 5107.
I'm going to reveal something to you. When I actually did the business for the 6006, you know when I sold the 5296?
Right.
I could have sold the 5127. He was happy either one. Which one do you think I should have sold?
Ooh. I mean, personally speaking, I probably would have done the same. I like the 5127 crown guards. You have white gold. You have the deploying clasp. I mean, you can't get better than that, in my opinion.
That's an optional extra deploying clasp. I've still got the other clasp.
Yeah, it's funny. You told me not to buy one, and then you bought one.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. No, because I bought mine second hand. You were going to buy yours new.
I don't buy fuck all new, man.
Oh, sorry, can I make a quick channel announcement? If you've just tuned in and if you've just tuned in and you see watch the session happening kept coming about and you're confused, we're sorry for the confusion, but this is still the Archieluxury channel. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. The last couple of days there hasn't been a lot of watch.
I got to tell you, can I share some secrets with you, Tan? Now that you're here, sorry guys, I just want to give Tan some love because he's never here. I got a friend of mine. I'll tell you this, because no one's watching this shit. Okay, let's be honest. We're in recessionary times. I'm going to share some secrets. Do you want to hear some secrets, Tan?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so a friend of mine, I do a bit of consultancy, advise him how to build. Here we go. Woody New Yorker, $5. Mark's channel will be shut down by Google after yesterday's story. They take 48 hours to do it. Mark channel, change your channel name before it's too late. Oh, okay. And Thomas Burdett, £5. Archie, pour a glass of the good stuff for the last 20 minutes. Okay, I will. I want to share something secret with Tan. I don't normally do this, but no one's watching. The world's coming to an end. So who gives
we're all
a
watching
fuck? Okay, the world's coming to an end. Okay, I want to share this with you. Tan, I want to share this with you. I want to talk to you about how Patek and Lange, I think Lange is a better buy second hand. Okay, let me share this with you.
Fucking you paying fucking exorbitant prices? What the fuck?
Sorry, accidentally.
Okay, Tanzil, what do you think of this?
Beautiful watch.
It's a Langmatic, okay? You know what my friend paid for this?
I have no idea.
Okay, so he bought it in Australian dollars, right?
Right.
No one's watching, so I will tell you, okay? This is a perpetual calendar. It retails over 100 Australian. My friend bought this from a watch dealer, $29,500 US.
Holy fuck!
What do you think? It's yellow gold.
Yeah.
Rolex! Rolex!
Fuckers.
Rolex!
I can't see it. Where's it gone?
I mean, I think that's obviously a great price. I think that
Now,
like even the data graphs, they take a fucking tumble on the. I think it's like 50% they go down, from news. So it's like I always called it Elanga and depreciation, is what I call that brand.
But you must admit, it is an amazing finished watch. I mean, I want to hate.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, okay.
I want to hate Lange, okay? I want to hate Lange, okay? I want to hate him, okay? But the truth is, you really can't hate them. I'll show you another pic, okay? Have a look at this here. Here's another pic. Tell me what this is. The other side of it. Okay, the flash went off accidentally. But look at that.
Yeah.
Micro rotor. Rooted rotor! It's a look at the finishing on that. That's just amazing.
I don't think there's any doubt of the watch being excellent. They make excellent watches, don't get me wrong. It's even at secondhand prices, like a Longa one. Like I've seen David SW like struggling to sell like one of those for 6 months. And this is one of the biggest dealers in the world. Right. So
yeah.
If you're gonna buy one of these watches, it's what Clyde calls a marriage watch. Where you got to be all in for a long time. I think. I don't think you're gonna get outside of that deal that your friend got. I don't know how quickly or how easily you're gonna get out of it.
If you try to get out, you're gonna lose half your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Sounds like date night.
Date night. You're gonna lose half your shit. It's just out of interest there, I'll show you another picture here. Let's have a look here whilst we're talking watches. We're talking wrist watches tonight. This is unusual, highly unusual. Tan opinion. What do you think of these two here?
6006 and this is a 5296.
Yeah, 5296.
You know what? So when I was buying my 5127, I was actually looking at a 6000. And when I asked a couple people like what they thought, it was, half the group said the 5127 and the other half said the 6000. So I think the 6000, 6006, they're polarizing to a bunch of people because of the dial. But I think from a unique Calatrava, from the fact that it's got a 240 movement in it, and it's just a very unique piece. And the fact that Patek kept it going, even though it wasn't very popular. And I know you're very contrarian on things. You like to get stuff that's what most people don't like to get, right? So
yeah, exactly. Mr. C, $1. Mr. C, thank you so much.
And even your 5296, like that, the sector dial one is the one where everybody wants, right? So even this one with this dial is less, I guess a lot of people don't.
Mind you, beggars can't be choosers. I'm buying secondhand. There aren't a lot in Brisbane for sale, okay? Let's be completely frank there.
I actually prefer yours to the sector dial. Jin is a big fan of the sector dial one. I prefer yours. Yeah.
I got to tell you seriously, but they dropped the 6006. The rumor is they dropped it.
You've got the last one.
It's even better.
I told you not to let Jen handle it.
How many Calatravas actually had the 240 movement in them, though? That's the question.
I think the 5.1, the one Jack Walsh had, the CEO of GE, he had that automatic. They put the 240 movement into the 5120. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not, because it's got a center seconds. That'd be a 315 movement.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How many of these had an off center seconds type watch, right? That had the 240 in them, because usually it's some variant.
They also, they use the 240 in the ellipse as well, with no seconds.
Yeah, but I'm talking a Calatrava only, right? That's where I think there might be value in this. Is it's a quirky watch. It's a watch that not a lot of people had love for, but it's, again, how many of them had a 240 movement, which is a historic movement for Patek, right?
That's
right, the benefit of this watch.
I want to show you something. I want your opinion. This is a Calatrava, but it's a very unusual. This is a modern Calatrava. Tell me what your opinion of this is. I've handled it.
I love that. I love that one. I love that one. It's just so crazy expensive, but I love that watch.
I can tell you what my friend paid for it if you want to hear.
How much? Anything under 40 is good, really good.
Okay, so he bought it. He bought it in Australian dollars. 33.
Yeah, he did very, very well.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
In Australian dollars?
No, US.
Yeah. Even so, that's really good. I think it's very hard to find for much less than 40.
It's a beautiful. What do you think of it? I think it. You know what it looks like. It when I felt it, it feels like a very expensive Breitling.
It's chunky. It's the only Patek I really would want.
No, actually, it's Patek Philippe's homage to Zenith, and yours is Patek Philippe's homage to Oris.
Yes.
Honestly,
yes.
I kind of prefer the 5524 to this one, just personal preference. But if you're talking which Calatrava I think is probably one of the better ones these days is the weekly calendar. I think that one's a great watch. I don't know how many people like that because it also has a very busy dial. But
Which
I
one?
think I think it's a 5.5. Was it 5.5?
I thought this is a 5524, isn't it? On the screen, that's a 5524.
Yeah, that is.
Is it?
Is it? I think.
Oh, it's a travel plan one. Yeah, I was thinking the one that wasn't the travel plan, just a regular.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell me this. Seriously, I think you're going to get much better bang per buck in Lange. You know, when I bought my annual calendar, I could have bought a Vacheron perpetual calendar cheaper.
So, but what about the 5212? That's the weekly calendar.
I love that
Oh,
one.
that's amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
That's the one that just came out.
I've never seen one besides at Singapore. I haven't actually held one. I love the fonts. You know, that's handwritten.
Yeah,
It's very vintage. It's very vintage.
They're expensive. They're massive premium.
50 something.
I mean,
Which is interesting for a Calatrava to be that expensive or having a premium. It's very unusual, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, but we got another. I'm just bringing up another picture here for you guys because you like these. I'm going to ask you guys, which one do you want? If you could pick one. I'll just get it up, get it up, get it up. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That's what she said. Get it
That's
up.
what
Get
she
it up.
said.
Come
Get
on.
it up. Get it up. Come on.
Get it up.
Mackenzie,
Come
stop
on.
that. Stop that now.
Okay, if you had to
All
pick
right.
ones, which
All
one? If you had to pick one, what would you pick?
We talking
The
watches?
Tech Pilot.
What would you pick there?
The Tech Pilot.
You reckon?
And then the 6006.
I'd go for the Lange. I'd take the fucking Lange.
Perpetual for sure.
The one on the far right? No, it's the one.
No, the Lenga is like in the middle.
Top right. Like
There is a Lenga on the far right.
There's
There
two
is
Langes. That's a platinum Lange too. It's a platinum 1815.
Yeah.
And you know that's the 1815. You know how much he paid for that? I'll tell you exactly because no one's watching this shit. Don't tell anyone I've told you this because okay, you know he paid for this in US dollars 9.2.
Yeah.
Fuck.
From a dealer. From a dealer.
Well, it's just hard to sell, right? It's a small market for people looking for a dress watch anyways, right? So
But the
they're gonna
funny
have
thing
to
is,
pick it.
10, the 5196 in platinum goes for a massive premium.
It's because the brigade numerals, right? It's the dial.
Well,
Everyone
look
loves
at this
that
is
dial.
sexy as this isn't dog shit, is it? It's not chopped liver, is it?
The 1815 has nothing on the 5196 platinum. 5196 platinum is much better.
3 times the money, but
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's expensive. If you were to say, hey, you got these two watches, which one would you take? I'd take the 5196.
it's 36. This is also the 36 mil, guys. That
Yeah.
Lange is the.
And I don't know how Lange's 36 mil even wears, right? Because we know
it
that
wears nicely. It wears nicely.
because your 5127, because of the crown guards, right,
It wears
wears
bigger.
bigger exactly than a 37. But the 5035, which is also a 37, wears smaller.
But
Because
you know
I don't know if
why?
it's-
Because it's
Go
the
on.
length
It-
of the watch. Lug to lug is length. The length, and also it uses a 19 mil strap as opposed to a
Exactly.
21 mil strap on the 5196 and a 20 mil on the 5127, 5107.
It's exactly what it is.
Clive, if you had to pick one, which one would you take?
Golly. Molex.
Okay, Yankee Doodle, $2.10. Is that Lange 36 mil too small for a
Not at
7-inch
all.
wrist?
7 inches fine.
What would you take, Clive? Tell me.
Probably the one on the far right.
What's that?
1815.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, the platinum one.
Yes.
What would you take, dog trainer? Oh, you've already said the pilot watch.
Yeah, for sure you would.
And Mackenzie, what would you take?
Pilot watch and then Lange close second.
I think the Lange's. You know the thing is in yellow gold they don't tend to like it in yellow gold, but when you see it in the flesh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that. Like, you know, when I look at the 5196, like, although I love the white gold, I think that, you know, that watch in yellow gold is perfect. You know, I think yellow gold is special in these kinds of watches.
Can I ask you something? Have you noticed a different? You've now got a 5196. What year is your 5196?
It's a 2018.
Okay, so that means it'll be non-rhodium plated.
That's right.
Just hang on, I'm going to get this super chat now. We got George Gregorio, $2. Work happy hour over Skype was a disaster. Yes.
Yeah, I have one of those Friday. It's going to be horrible.
I got to tell you something. What do you think of the rhodium plated white gold that was on your 5035 compared to the new white gold? I got to be honest with you. I prefer the sheen of the rhodium plated one.
You know what? It did have a sheen. It's obvious. It was polished.
Rolex!
Yankee Doodle, $5. Can anyone tell the difference between white gold and platinum? It's the weight.
Yeah, put on a Platona and you'll know.
Yeah, you've got a platinum's got a special feel to it. It's amazing. Okay, I understand, but I got to tell you, I prefer the white gold that's rhodium plated. Tan.
I never really thought the rhodium plating was that bad, to be honest with you. Like it didn't like it didn't hinge the yellow. It didn't like.
Because your 5035 was rhodium plated, wasn't it?
That's right. That's right. It was.
What's the difference? Non-rhodium fade.
So rhodium plated is yellow gold plated with rhodium.
No, it's not. It's white gold. It is still white gold.
So but underneath the rhodium plating, like
it's still white. It's still white. No. It's still white, but they put the rhodium on just to give it a glossy finish. That's all.
Glossy shine.
No, it's still white. If you scratch underneath it, it's not yellow. That is completely not true.
So it won't hinge. It won't hue yellow over time if you don't like. Say you just left it or you're using it. It'll just stay okay.
But my 5107, when I first got it, some fuckwit had rhodium plated it very badly, not very well. So I had to get it fucking. You've got to pull the whole watch apart to do it properly.
No, Paddock does it, right? When you send it for service.
No. He used an independent, okay?
Okay. I know at service they had offered to redo the rhodium plating.
So,
do you prefer the rhodium?
I do prefer the rhodium. Yes, I do. It's
You know what's interesting? I've found that, and maybe it's the thickness of the watch, that the metal seems softer on the 5196 than it was on the 5035. Like I can
wow.
I might have been able to like hit it against something and then it wouldn't really get a scratch or a dent or whatever, but I felt the 5196 has a bit of a softer metal.
Tan, I really love these. Look at these boxes here, 5 of them. Don't you think?
Do you have the
I think I can tell the boxes are more than the watches.
Well, here's the thing, Clyde, is his 5035's box is an original. It's one of the older ones. You have the one that's like flakes apart and shit. You have that older one?
No. The 5035 never came in these big boxes, okay?
No, it has smaller box, but it was that little small red one, right? Where the inside would flake around, like would flake out. Remember those boxes?
It wasn't the coffin box because
no,
they used the wooden box, right?
That's right. I
actually have one that's completely fucked, okay?
Man, when I sold mine, the fucking inside of that box was just. It was literally like I've seen dandruff all over the fucking watch.
Yes, that's right. It was awful. Yeah.
But the new boxes, the piano boxes, are excellent. Like,
but actually,
they're very well made.
I wanted to tell you something. You know my 6006.
Right.
The piano box. So it's a piano. You can't actually see it on the screen here, right? But it's actually got a velvet. The interior is no longer that painted leather shit. It's actually suede.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Do you have suede on your 5196, or it's the?
I don't remember. It's a newer one, so I would assume it's not the older stuff. So I don't really remember.
No. I think you wouldn't have it because I've only got it on the 6006. That watch was sold in April last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I never.
Yeah,
really
no, okay, it's okay. It's okay. Guys, I got to tell you, we're going to wrap up the show here. I want to thank you for coming on. It's been an hour.
He's excited, she's pretty, she's this, and then he realizes there's an awful, ugly penis down there.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to end it. I want to thank Tan for coming on, guys. I do love you all. Sorry I didn't give you the love that I normally give you. I just wanted to talk to Tan, being that my money comes from him. Most of my money comes from him. And I haven't spoken to him for ages, man. I love to chat. So... guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Friday night. Friday night with the Pontiff. We'll be broadcasting unlimited Unlimited. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys.
Let's
Aunt G, $5. Good talk, gents. Thank you so much. And now, thank you guys.